An article in Kotaku discussing the opening sequence of Bioshock Infinite quoted one user who reportedly felt so convicted about the baptismal scene that he could not play the game any longer. Instead, he wrote Valve a letter explaining his feelings and asked for a refund. He said, "As baptism of the Holy Spirit is at the center of Christianity, of which I am a devout believer, I am basically being forced to make a choice between committing extreme blasphemy by my actions in choosing to accept this choice, or forced to quit playing the game before it even really starts. Of course, I cannot hold true to my beliefs and also commit this act, so I am therefore forced not to play the game." The article then goes on to say that he would have been fine with the scene were there a choice to bypass the sequence through choice, but there was no such option. So, feeling so strongly on the matter, he was forced not to play the game any longer and write the letter. Now, the interesting thing to think about here is that this individual said that he played and enjoyed the two previous titles, and both previous games had controversial content included within their stories and gameplay. So the question is, why now? Perhaps this individual does feel so strongly about the particular act that it is part of his core beliefs and it truly offends him. If that is the case, then I applaud him. Agree with him or not, you have to respect that kind of conviction to one's beliefs. On the other hand, as so many have pointed out, what makes this any worse than the acts of murder and cruelty prevalent within the game and series? To put it bluntly, the Bioshock universe is not a happy place. It's the kind that requires its people to do some very unpleasant things. What we don't know is why one set of acts were deemed acceptable by this person and the other was not. Perhaps the scene and story were crafted in such a way that it really connected to this individual in a deep way, and that is the reason for such a reaction. It was, after all, crafted to invoke powerful emotions, and obviously it did its job. Otherwise we would not be having this discussion. And in the end, what it all comes down to is personal choice. I can't say that I agree with what he did, but nor can I convict a guy for following his beliefs and convictions. It's something that we all have to deal with, and I applaud him for being honest. As always, we'll keep our eyes open and see what happens next. That's all for now. Peace out.